We are building a deck. Rainy season is around the corner, and with all that rain that is coming, we're gonna have this space over here turned into a swamp, and it's right at the entrance of the house. So having a deck is gonna make our lives so much easier. And today we're working on the footers. We only have 3 more footers to go with the bases, and for that we have to cut some rebars. We're working with a mixture of rebar and concrete, so we have to do some cutting over here. We need to cut some rebars to assemble the little column structures to then cover it with the concrete. So let's do that right now. We're doing all the cutting first, just so we can move on and do all the assembling way faster. I gotta give a lot of credit to these little cutting blades. I was able to cut 76 pieces of 1/2 inch rebar with half of the disc. Usually, I would spend at least 5 or 6 discs to cut it, but I think once you get a little bit of experience cutting all the metal for that house, you learn a few things. Bending these rebars is a whole workout. Ow. I think I broke something on my belly. Ow, ow, ow. It's already 6 o'clock. We have been working on this all day just to get the structures, all those rebar structures done. Oh, bending those things was super tedious and hard, and also just assembling it together, but we got it all done. Now it's time for the concrete. It's time to start mixing stuff, and we're a little worried because it's gonna start getting dark pretty soon, and we're most likely gonna be working in the darkness over here, but I think we got it under control. Oh, we're calling it here. We are both just so exhausted. I think it's already 8 o'clock and we just finished pouring the base for the footers. Tomorrow's gonna be the big day. We're finally gonna finish all those footers. They're drying right now. It's starting to dry actually. I slept for like 9 hours, but everything hurts. I feel like if I was rolled over by a truck yesterday. I hope somebody can fix this. Morning, sir. How are you? All good? Would you like some tea? Today is our last day working on the footers. We are just leveling everything. We have to do some cuts in order to weld some metal plates on the top of the structures that we built yesterday. So we are starting with that this morning. I think it's gonna be quite easy today because we don't have to assemble any rebar structures, which is what takes the most time. Oh no, it was too good to be true. As we were just cutting all the rebar pieces in order to level everything and start welding the metal plates, it just started raining. So I'm just gonna have to wait until it stops, if it stops, so we can continue welding the metal plates and start mixing the concrete to add the last little piece of the footers, which is that teeny tiny little piece over there that we're missing that goes up. Sometimes we just have to roll with the weather. There's nothing we can do about it. It's already been a few hours and it just stopped raining now. We're gonna continue working over there on welding those metal plates, and I don't think we're gonna be able to pull this off today. We barely have maybe 3 hours until it gets dark again, and we have to mix concrete and weld a lot. So we're running against time. It's done! Oh, we're done with the welding. Finally, it's time to pour concrete again. I feel like we just did that a few hours ago, but that was actually yesterday. We still have to mix more concrete in order to pour it on these forms. These are the things that are gonna give it that squarish shape to those rebar columns. And welding is so much fun until you have to go underneath on those crazy angles, but it's alright. We got it done. Now we just gotta mix some concrete.
No cantes victoria, Pedrito. No cantes
We made a really bad calculation when we were mixing the concrete for the footers, and we ended up only having enough for the 3 of them. So those 2 in the corner are empty, and we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow because right now it's super dark and we just don't want to go crazy mixing concrete at 10 p.m. So tomorrow morning we're gonna pick it up. We're picking it up where we left it yesterday. We still have 2 more footers to go, and we are just gonna mix more concrete so we can get this ready first thing in the morning. I feel this morning we're being very productive. We just finished pouring the last 2 footers that we were missing, just the vertical columns. We're all done with that, and now we're gonna start disassembling the boxes that we use for the first one so we can check if everything is alright over there. Carlos is already on that.
No entres.
It's already starting to rain, so we're just covering everything with some plastic bags because we just poured the concrete a few minutes ago, and if the water gets in there, it's just gonna mess it up. So the bags should protect it from that. But the good news is that our previous footers are all ready. They are super strong. Now we just gotta weld some metal beams going across so we can put the deck on top. Oh my, guess what just arrived? I've been waiting for the decking boards for a few days, and the guys were supposed to come tomorrow to deliver that, but I just see a truck on the top of a hill over there, and I think they are delivering all the decking boards for our future deck. Se fue rápido, oiga. Cuidado, se cae ahí.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Oh, this rain is really a pain in the butt. I'll probably have just to call it here. I have to weld so much metal, but can't weld anything with this rain. Today is welding day. We've got a long day ahead. Just gotta weld all those metal beams that are gonna be the basis for our deck. Need to get this done, and seems like today we won't have much rain, or not rain at all, because it's super sunny, and we want it to stay like that. No, I think I messed up again. Can I have just one day? Just one. These metal beams were supposed to be sitting on those ones. On that one that you see over there. This one was supposed to go over, and then I was gonna weld it on top of that one and was gonna give it extra strength. But now that I'm checking over here, I did level everything to the same level. I didn't leave 10 extra centimeters that I needed for that to work, to go on top. So now I'm gonna have to weld everything on the inside, which, yeah, the welds are strong, of course, it's gonna hold it. But the ideal is that you have something that sits on top of another beam that makes the deck stronger. I mean, I'm already overbuilding this deck, so we should be alright. The welding is going good. We already have one of the beams laying down here, and we're just welding our way all the way to that last footer on that side. Thunderstorm is coming. If there is one thing that I have learned through the years, is that knowledge must be shared. And even though I'm not a professional welder, there is someone over there that has never used a welder. So today, Carlos is gonna be doing his first weld. Trabaja la máscara se oscurece automáticamente. Vamos. Sin miedo. Eso, eso, Carlos. ¡Woo! Eso. Oh my god, he did it on the second try. I'm proud of this guy. Either I'm a good teacher or he's a good student. Probably he's a good student. Look at that, he's just going. Just on the second try. Took me like 3 months to learn how to keep the flame. And he just got it on the second try. Oh my god. Woo! This is so frustrating. The rain is back. We have to do all the welding on that side. Just that footer over there and this one over here. But we also have to start welding the other supports that go like that one over there. But we have just to weld more and more on this side. It's been days since we're trying to build this deck. And every time we're doing some progress, it just starts raining. I'm so done with this. Is it gone? Not really, but I think we can already continue working. We're not gonna get electrocuted. I hope so. Gracias, bro. Look. So, I hope you guys can get the idea of what we're trying to achieve over here. That is the structure for the deck, and like that beam that we have over there, we're gonna have at least 2 more spaced every 16 inches. Those are gonna be the floor joists. Gonna have them going there, another one over there, another one all the way in the back, and our decking boards are gonna go this way because our deck on top there is done the same way. There's still a lot of work to get done in here, and sadly the rain hasn't been our friend for the past few days. I was thinking that was gonna be a job of like maybe 2 days. It's been already 4 or 5 days, and we are not even done with this just the structure for the deck. I'm just preparing dinner now, and I'm calling it here today. Like, we couldn't get the whole deck finished, I know. Wish I really wanted to, but it's part of life. I always have tomorrow to continue working on that. And yes, I'm sure that within the next 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna get that deck completely done. The hardest part is already done, so all that is left is just finish welding some little stuff in there, and I already put the boards on top. But we're calling this one over here. I'm just cooking dinner now. And I have to be completely honest, I have been having a hard time for the past 2.5 weeks. I've been feeling just super lonely, and my mental health is probably not on the best place right now. But this house without Freddy just feels like an empty box. And just doing things in general without her being around, it's not fun. It's not fun anymore. So I apologize if this video is not the best. I'm sorry, haven't been myself for the past few weeks. But Freddy's coming back next week, so we should be okay until then. You see this little cat? He's been so cuddly. But anyways, we're leaving this one over here. Love you guys so much. And if you guys want to see the final result of our deck, just subscribe. Love you guys so much. See you on the next one.